Welcome back to the Advanced Wisdom Series. I'm Richard HAASNOOT, and I'm your host for this series. My goal is to help you live more of a wisdom-inspired life, which is the highest form of life us humans can live. In these episodes, I also make very specific suggestions that, if followed, can help you live more of a wisdom-inspired life. Now, the wisdom in these episodes comes from three God-realized enlightened avatars that I've studied the most: Krishna, Jesus, and Paramahansa Yogananda. As God-realized enlightened avatars, they know God. So when we hear or read their wisdom, we are experiencing the wisdom of God. So with that said, let's dive into the quotes of wisdom in this episode. Quote, "The wise do not indulge in grief for things that are inevitable, changeable, and evanescent." Okay? The wise don't indulge in grief for things that are inevitably changeable and they're here today and gone tomorrow. Okay? There is plenty of this in our lives, and it challenges us to stay focused, to stay calm, to stay peaceful, and be the kind of person that we want to do. Okay? We lose things. Things change. That's part of the process. Don't engage in grief. That's negative energy that pulls you down. So a couple of things you can do is, first, develop perspective. Realize, well, losing this is not the big thing I thought it was. Okay? Deepen your understanding of the circumstances. Oh, okay, I guess I don't need that anymore, or whatever it is. Reflect on it. Think about it. Understand it. Become more self-aware of how you're dealing with a particular situation. Next, those resolute devotees who deeply practice the technique of yoga concentration become riveted to the supreme, unchangeable state in spirit, capital S. They master the restlessness that is synonymous with mortal life and experience consciously the complete calmness or silence accompanying the freedom from identification with the body. Wow, there's a lot here. Okay? Technique of yoga concentration. Yoga means union with God. The primary form of yoga concentration is meditation. Okay? There's some other forms that are also that can also be helpful, but at the cornerstone of it, it's various forms of meditation. And when we master the restlessness in our life, that's synonymous, okay, with mortal life, we experience the calmness, silence, and accompanying freedom that comes from the identification with the body, okay? So identification with the body is all about our ego. It's all about me, okay? When we gradually let go of our ego, let go, the guidance system shifts from our ego to our soul, what is that divine reflection in all of us, okay? That's the shift we looked at one way. That's the big shift we need to make, from a life controlled by our ego to a life controlled by our soul, the spark of divinity in all of us, okay? So, how do we gain freedom from just a very tight identification with our body? Well, yoga, as I said, God practices. Second, study spiritual texts. In my life, I every day study Krishna's teachings in the Bhagavad Gita and Jesus' teachings in the Bible. Okay. Consider contemplation. Reflect on the philosophical or spiritual teachings that emphasize the impermanence and illusory nature of the physical body. That's tough. I get it. What do you mean, the illusory nature of our physical body? A subject for another episode, but I'll just share with you Albert Einstein, who I have the greatest respect for, says in multiple ways, multiple times, that there is nothing solid in this world at all. And I know your eyes, your hands, everything tells you things are solid. Okay? The world is very different than we think it is. We are trapped in this world of thinking that all of this is matter and all of this because our senses cannot see or experience the illusory nature of all of this. Okay? It's a big topic, a topic for another day, but the key here is just letting go of strict identification with the body and realize we're a spiritual being, okay, made up primarily of consciousness, okay? Well, as always, I deeply appreciate you listening to these episodes, and I look forward to reconnecting with you soon. Thank you very much.